going on, everybody? Welcome back. And today we're going to be doing our finally doing a trip video after so long. It's been a long time since we've done a trip video, but sadly to say it, we're reaching the end of April. So time this year has kind of went by really fast. So now we're back to doing trip videos. Our opening season trip video, to be exact. If you're new to the channel and you want to help me out, you can hit the subscribe button, as I have a goal of 100 subscribers. Turn on notification for daily videos, and if you want to help support the channel further, go ahead and smash the thumbs up button. So today we're going to be talking about the importance of our trip coming up in less than a month. We go on our first trip of the season. Our season officially starts up and ramps up into overdrive on our first trip this year, which will be May the 15th, which is my girlfriend's birthday. We're going to get her drunk and take her on all the roller coasters she definitely never wants to ride. She'll never remember it, so it's great. But no, it's her birthday, and we were talking about what we wanted to do. It was originally that weekend that our season was supposed to open up. Let me explain in details about what our season entitles. Usually on a normal time, we would go to 2 trips a month. At least 3 different theme parks. And last year we did San Antonio quite often because around this time last year they were kind of the better park. This year we have not been back to San Antonio since Holiday in the Park in November. So it's been right around 6 months since we've been to San Antonio. So it's great, and I think it's something that's definitely we're both really looking forward to, because we haven't been there in so long, and we've kind of been stuck going to over Texas all year for the last 4 months. So a change of scenery will probably be really good. So that's where our trip is. It's in San Antonio, Texas. These 2 parks that we're going to is something that we really absolutely need. They're the two main parks in the state of Texas that we have absolutely no ride footage for. We've got no ride videos of SeaWorld. We've got none of Fiesta, Texas. The only ones we have was taken with my cell phone, and the quality is just too bad to put into a video. Not to mention the resolution. So we really need this trip for videos, and we really need it for content. Aside from content purposes, we really need the park reviews. I've yet to been able to put out a Fiesta, Texas park review, because every time I try to put out a park review, the curse of San Antonio kicks in. We either get rained out or worse. You know, like the first time I tried to do a Fiesta, Texas park review, my phone kind of crashed and all the videos were kind of decrypted and I couldn't get into them. So I couldn't upload that. And then the next time we just got rained out, so it was just a bad time to do a park review. So that's why we decided, we're going to go ahead, and we got 3 park reviews coming in the month of May. We've got Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. We've got SeaWorld San Antonio and Magic Springs. All 3 pretty decent sized parks, with the exception of Magic Springs. Not really a decent sized park. It's got 5 roller coasters. It's a small park. But yeah, that's our plan. Saturday the 15th, we'll leave out early that morning, maybe 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Drive 7 hours to San Antonio and go straight to Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. They're having a membership event there. Park's going to be open for 12 hours. So it'd be kind of dumb not to pass up the opportunity, being the fact that we have absolutely 0 4K content from Fiesta, Texas. So this will give us an opportunity to be able to get that type of stuff and to get everything that we need. Our opening trip in May also is really important in terms of the kid, because he's not coming with us on our vacation in June. Because all the places that we're going, with the exception of maybe one, there's really not much there for him to do. Most of the parks that we're going to are themed to like heavy enthusiast type of rides. A lot of the rides that we're going to be going on, that we're going to be reviewing and stuff like that, Megan won't even get on the ride. So I'll probably be riding it solo, which isn't a big deal for me. So yeah, and if she's not going to ride some stuff, then you got to know that there's not going to be a lot there for him to do. There's not a lot there for him to ride as well. So that's why we kind of canceled Disney and we said, screw it, we'll just make up our own. We've got Daredevil Dive that's opening up and running at Fiesta, Texas now. I haven't rode Iron Rattler since November, so I am definitely overdue for a ride on that. I'm definitely overdue for a ride on Wonder Woman, Superman, and Iron Rattler for sure, the top three. We'll be doing 2 separate videos on that day since it's a 12-hour day. I'll probably split off from everyone else. We're going to have an entire crew with us because it's her birthday. So I'll probably split away from everyone else and go do the park review on my own and then come back and link up with everybody and make a separate video. The same thing will apply the following day on the Sunday when we make our trip to SeaWorld. I'll probably branch off away from everybody to go do my park review on my own because that's when I seem to do the best content, is when I'm doing it on my own. It's just easier and it's a lot more fun, and I can be more of myself than I can around other people. We're really excited for the trip. The trip is already confirmed. We've already got everything paid for the trip. We're just pretty much waiting for the day to come and then we dip out. The same thing is applied for our summer trip in June. It's already paid for. We're just kind of waiting. We've got 54 days until we fly out of Arkansas and fly into Florida. So trust me, we're really, really excited. It's probably one of the most expensive trips that we've ever planned for. I think the totality of the trip for everything that we had to pay for it reaches in totals of probably about a little over $3,000. So it's a very, very expensive trip, and it's something that we're obviously not going to be doing a whole lot. But we do have another big trip planned for December when we make our trip to Branson, to Silver Dollar City for Christmas and New Year's Eve and stuff like that. So that'll be really fun. And we're taking the kid with us that time because that's our winter vacation with him. Our summer vacation with him is going to entitle us just bringing him along on some of the trips. I think it'll be more along the lines that we'll have 2 trips a month. We'll bring him on one, but not the other. There'll probably be some of those trips that I might actually end up taking solo, given the fact of, IRL stuff that's going on. There's just, we can't just say, hey, because my girlfriend helps Asher's mom out, with kids and stuff. So we just can't put all that aside and say, hey, I can't do this, I can't do that, blah, blah, blah. So some of these, it's, not a big deal for me. I'm kind of used to it. Been doing it for a while now, so it's not really any dirt off my back. But yeah, 12 hours. We get ERT time. I'm going to check with the park president to see if they're going to have any problem with recording during the ERT. Depending on what rides they're going to be announcing for ERT, we don't really know yet. We don't know what special events is going to be going on for the hour of ERT during that time. But we do know that there's going to, from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., there's going to be ERT. We're assuming that there's going to be a fireworks show because the reason they have a member appreciation day is because they're kicking off their summer. They're starting their summer stuff going on at Fiesta, Texas, which, knowing Fiesta, Texas, usually comes a fireworks show. If there is one, obviously we'll make a video on it, and we will also stream it on Trovo. So definitely follow me on Trovo to be able to take a look at that when that happens. When we make our trip Sunday to SeaWorld, like I had said before, I'll branch off. I'll do my own thing. We'll ride everything. We'll get some ride reviews of Discovery Cove. We'll get all that stuff done, and we'll do a full park review. The park closes at 6 p.m., which kind of works out best for us because we still got to drive home right after that. Because we're only getting a hotel for one night. So we're going to both parks, getting both reviews, doing vlogs on both days, and we're driving back home, with some sleep. So it'll be dope, and it's going to be fun. So we're going to have a lot of work and a lot of time to do it. SeaWorld has, I do believe that SeaWorld San Antonio, I haven't been there in some time. Probably when we took, the last trip we made to San Antonio is when we took the baby to San Antonio for the first time. And he had a really bad experience. We all had a really bad experience during that time. That was probably one by far, out of every single trip we've taken to San Antonio last year, that trip last year was probably the worst trip by far we have ever had in San Antonio. It was like the universe was against us during that trip. We got rained in on Fiesta, Texas. Like most of the rides were shut down for like 3 hours. It was just really bad. The environment was just meh. You know, it was really hard to get ride footage because it was so cloudy and rainy that we just couldn't really do anything as far as content purposes go. So, and the lighting was really bad. The operations were half-assed pretty good, but the rain just kind of ruined it for everybody. And then the following day when we went to SeaWorld, we got completely rained out. They did not run an entire roller coaster all day. They actually ended up closing the park 4 hours early, so we didn't even get to see the Christmas lights and stuff. So it was man, it was bad. Like, it was probably, if I could have said, man, I wish we had stayed home, you know, or went to over Texas, or just said screw it and not come down here. It was one of those times. But it wasn't like that it was anything that the parks had done, because it really wasn't their fault. But it was just overall just bad luck. You know, I mean, the park did a great job of trying to keep everything open, of trying to run whatever that they could, but they just couldn't run anything. We were there, and I think we ended up, we didn't even ride or swap on Wave Breaker because they never ran it, because it was always raining and windy so much. So it was just bring them back next year when, you know, we got more time. This is that time. So we're hoping that the curse of 2020 doesn't follow into 2021, because every time we would take a trip to San Antonio, there would be some stupid, obscure weather, whether it be a tornado or hurricane or something would come in and mess it all up. So we're hoping that that really doesn't happen. So, but yeah, May 15th, we're going to be taking our trip to San Antonio, 2 park reviews. May the 28th, I'll be taking a trip to Hot Springs, Arkansas by myself to getting the park review done. And then we'll take a trip Sunday to get Asher's trip done. And then that'll be our final trip before our vacation. So that's going to wrap up May. And our opening season starts on May the 15th. We're super excited about it. We're ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to fucking ride some good shit. I'm ready to make some content. I'm ready to get out of this freaking town. I'm ready to get out of this fucking house. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.